And let's kick it off. We're going to be going to Demon Island for game 1.
All right. Going to Demon Island for first one here. FXL and Poe, one of the things that make them such a dominant force in the region are how well they're able to synergize with one another. Not only are they the two, apart from Comer, they're the two best ones players. You already see thus far in this first stock how they're able to combo with Hebi.
That's right, but right now Itami is going to be off stage. The N6 is going to be coming through. FXL is going to be able to get the ground pound. Oh my gosh, who is going to be going down? FXL makes it back on. Itami throwing away the stock for no reason whatsoever. And just like that, that's the blue team. That's Poe and FXL. Whoa, wait a second. Hebi's on last stock?
Hebi is on last stock, just like that. You look away for 1 second, and FXL and Poe are going to take you down to last stock. Ground recovery is going to hit on the way back up for FXL. Going down here, losing their first stock. As Poe stuck in this momentary 1v2. He's going to be able to catch both of them with the sidelights.
He got them both stacked, and that just means you have to cover one of the options, and then somebody else is going to get the jump called out. Hebi's going to be going out there for the ground pound. Poe makes it back on. We've not seen a lot of twos play. This has just been a lot of individual 1v1s, and FXL and Poe have been winning their respective 1v1s. FXL with the whiff punish with the stomp sail. Hebi's trying to make it back onto the stage. Itami with an amazing interruption and saving his teammate, but not for too long. That's a stomp sail. That's Itami off stage. Can he get this edge guard potentially? The neutral comes through. Poe comes back on with the weapon toss. Itami tries to slide charge that D-Sig, but I think this is going to be all blue team.
Goes down for the ground pound. Itami still going to be alive. One dare comes out from Poe. FXL takes over the edge guard instead. It's going to be the neutralites to take Itami down to their final stock. I mean, at this point, you're already thinking about the next game. Itami is going to need to grab both of these knockouts and then play almost perfectly in order to win here.
FXL doing a nice job playing support though. Poe tried to set up a sidelight set, but right now this is probably all over for Itami. Itami, this could be a potential edge guard setup here, but honestly, I don't know if I have that much faith. It is 1 stock to 4. The ground pound is still not going to be enough to KO. Itami is fighting. Itami is swinging, but oh man, I don't know how much more fight he has left in him at this point.
D-Light Nair comes out, and that's going to be Poe winning them the first game here with what I can only really call, I mean, we were seeing some domination there, Dara, especially, I mean, in the first half of this game. The way that they were able to just completely single out Hebi. You see there, the early knockout of FXL was able to get on that hammer against him. That was really what spelled Itami and Hebi's doom.
And Itami wanted to go for the reversal, and then he ended up throwing away his own stock as well there at the end. So a little bit unfortunate. Yeah, I feel like it was really difficult from the beginning. We didn't get to see any crazy team combos from Poe and FXL, but they backed each other up when they needed it. But honestly, I feel like a bulk of that game can be chalked up to they won the respective 1v1s, right? They're never really playing too well with each other. We'll see if we get to see more of that synergistic twos play. But we'll see what Hebi and Itami have to offer us in game 2.
We're moving into it. Poe, already we're seeing Itami on the offstage, able to get an early knockout. That's going to be FXL already down to their second stock. What happened? Did you see that offstage play? I was looking at Poe.
It was I was looking at the right side. It all ended with the ground pound, but FXL, he gets the N-Sig. It's going to be on his own teammate. Both members of the blue team, they have to find a way to be able to make it back on. Hebi, D-Light, Sally, Itami, no position to follow up. The GC N-Sig going to be coming through as well. Poe keeps on going through the sidelight, so they keep jumping over it. Itami making it out successfully. Poe left without a weapon. FXL is off stage against Gauntlets, and Itami, he is out for blood. FXL's on his last stock.
Dude, if I am going up against like the best and the second best 1v1 players in the Middle Eastern region, the last thing I'd be thinking about doing is trying to single them out in a 1v1. But Itami is somehow doing it successfully.
Tried to do it again. Hebi was in a position to go for another ground pound. He had such a good angle and he didn't pull the trigger. I don't think the downing would have connected. Oh, the team combo. Is that going to be able to KO off the N-Sig? Yes, it is. And now it's happening again. FXL going to be dropping his side of the follow-up, but that is a lot of damage. Poe goes all the way out there. Side light recovery connects. Is Itami going to be able to make it back on? He gets the dodge, but FXL took him out.
Oh, this could be massive. Poe going for the full commitment. Hebi, no options. They're able to find a knockout. This is possible. It's still doable, Dara. They're almost taking out Itami here too. No options. Wet beats come out. Dare comes out. recovery. They're not able to find it, but Itami is orange and Poe has two stars completely healthy. They've somehow done it, Dara. Poe and Fixel are still in this game. This is still so winnable
but
for them.
But not if Fixel gets knocked out, because Fixel right now, he's going off stage. He's looking for a crazy grab out. He makes it back on with the recovery. Heb, oh no, that was such a big commitment. He's still able to keep himself onto the stage. The interruption, Poe gonna be saving his teammate. Otherwise, that would have been an easy D-Light recovery, an easy D-Light sale. The grounded sword recovery was not enough to KO Fixel off the top. Heb, okay, making it back on here. He wants that stock onto Fixel so badly. Itami gonna be dropping the NSYNC follow-up. What happened?
What happened, dude? Fixel with the side signature, picking up both of them to get a knockout, and Poe tries to go for the D-Light ramp out. It's not going to connect. I'm just looking for the knockout here. I mean, at this point, they just need to clean up house, dude. Poe getting knocked away quite far. Fixel, gotta be careful not to get knocked out here. Sidelight comes out.
Oh, this might be it for Hebi. I don't think he has anything left, but you know what? Even still coming back onto the stage, Fixel gonna be able to get a hit for Hebi trying to come back on with the recovery. The back hit of the axe recovery is gonna be able to do it, and that is the blue team, Poe and Fixel, coming up with a 2-0 lead. Hebi and Itami. They still have not lost the game, that's right. Poe and Fixel look so good. Hebi and Itami, honestly, you know, they opened off so hot. Itami got the 2 stocks off of Fixel, but they dropped quite a few follow-ups together. There was quite a few times where both members of the blue team were off stage, and I think it was like the Sidria and Sig that like ended up whiffing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this one was crazy. But then Itami like missed another like Wushang and Sig as well. They missed a couple of really key combos, I think, and the lead just fell apart.
It is definitely a combination of Poe and Fixel being insanely clutch, but also Hebi and Itami having a little bit of, I think, a mental block. I feel like a lot of teams, whenever you see a team this dominant, you've got to say that at least a small portion of what's going on is a mental block, right? Because Hebi and Itami, as you were saying, they were looking so good. All of a sudden, what's changed? I mean, Fixel and Poe are playing better, right? But you're also playing slightly worse. That's not really supposed to happen unless there's some mental dynamics in play there.
I think Itami played very well. Now, that's not me trying to like diss on like Hebi too much, but I think Itami opened off super hot. The reason they were able to get that lead in the beginning was because of Itami. And that might just also be like a, you know, let's go gambling kind of moment, because going gauntlets off stage against Hammer is a very bold choice. You can easily get reversaled, but Itami's edge guarding was just honestly that good. It was just that solid in the beginning. He was just able to really pressure Fixel, but at the end, I don't feel like they had the doubles synergy that Poe and Fixel had, and they had a little bit more consistent damage output. They had a couple more consistent combos, and the interruptions from Poe and Fixel, they supported each other so well. When somebody got hit, somebody else covered from behind, and now Poe,
nice
the GC sidelight extension, that is so much damage, Polly.
But they'll pretty much even it out. I mean, to be fair, Poe and Fixel accumulated like 80 damage right now. Oh, okay, that's way more. Hebi and Itami on like 200 shared right now. Fixel able to grab that recovery. That's going to be Itami out in the first, what is that, 20 seconds of the game. And Fixel able to get the second one out to Hebi, the GCD signature. What a creative option, but Hebi is going to be able to get back onto the stage. That D signature sending him in a bit of an upward trajectory.
Yeah, I like the idea. That was a really cool idea, but it was not enough to be able to KO. D-Light Neutraler comes out, the Sail as well, and that is now going to be Hebi, knocked down to a second stock. Itami trying his best to be able to avoid a beating. He gets the side sig, and it is going to be able to KO. Poe, again, sidelight, immediate Sail, puts himself off stage, makes it back on. Yo, that double chase dodge? Hello? That was crazy.
Neutralite. Poe, go for the dare too. Weapon throw's going to connect.
Oh, the weapon throw! And the GCD sig off stage once again. Heavy's gonna be eating it. Heavy eats a lot of damage. He's trying his best to be able to make it back on. The Neutraler comes through. You saw Fixel try to interrupt the combo. It forced Itami to dodge, and Itami was not able to get the full advantage state against Poe. This is Fixel and Poe constantly interrupting the red team synergy.
Sidelight comes out. Hebi trying to get something started on this cannon here, but Fixel immediately coming back with that axe, starting swapping over to Itami, able to get a sidelight nair. Neutral signature, sorry, the down signature isn't going to be enough to get the knockout though.
Okay, Itami, he's able to get the end light. Hebi's follow-up gets interrupted. He needed to pay attention to the fact that Fixel was right behind him. Maybe an immediate D-light and then target switch. You're not even go for the GC D-light to begin with. Fixel finally gonna be picking up a weapon and then immediately jumps into Itami's D-sig. The red team is doing their best. This is the best that they've looked so far, but they're still quite a bit behind.
Right, let's see. FXL, nice recovery. Itami able to interrupt that side Chinchu with the recovery of his own. Both players very damaged. They gotta take down FXL. If they're able to take down FXL, this is still possible, Dara.
Yeah, we'll at least get the stock off of Poe now, but FXL again with the interruptions, and just like that, it has now become a 2v1. I don't know if Hebi's going to be able to pull this one off. It's a bit of a long shot. FXL is still looking relatively healthy. Hebi is down so deep into the red, and he just eats the end of that side sig. Poe and FXL are going to continue their perfect streak this tournament so far. Not a single game dropped all day long.
Now keep in mind, perfect streak thus far, yes, but it's also building on top of the perfect streak that they had last tournament. So like, not only have